Morning, sheeps. There you go. Local brothel's open. Good morning, folks. How are we all doing? What a beautiful morning. Mid-July. Isn't it lovely? And we are in the Elan Valley, heading up to Claerwen Reservoir. As the title says, Claerwen Revisited. Right, let's go and park up over here a minute. Clear a couple of little jobs to do. Yeah, I thought we'll give it a go. Let's go and have some fun. I'm learning this off-roading, trail riding game. I'm not very good at it, but practice makes perfect, as they say. And if I don't ride, I won't learn. As they say, you should never really go off-road on your own. But, like saying I'm not going to ride in the wet if you live in Wales. If you don't, you'll never go out. Well, in my case, anyway. Park a bike up a sec. So, here we are. We're off to do a bit of off-roading. We're green laning, as I say. Stunning view up here. I also want to try out a bit new gear. Right, starting off with my new trousers. Don't know if you can see them. Liat trousers I bought off eBay. The outer material is the same as ordinary textile trousers, which I can't remember the name of the material. So if you come off on the road, they've got a bit more protection than motocross trousers. They don't come with any armour in them. However, underneath I've got a full, basically armoured suit, lowers, trousers, whatever you want to call them. I call them armoured tights. Knee, shin, hip, and coccyx protection. Again, bought off the eBay, like motocross style gear. Basically a base layer with body armour in. So I got that. I've also got myself an electric pump in a little bag on the back of the bike, so I can up my tyre pressures, because I'm going to lower my tyre pressures this time. Every time I've been on the trails recently, I've been running them at the road tyres, road pressures, which is, I have been running 30, but I find that's a bit soft on the road. 33 works better. KTM recommends 33 PSI road, 26 off-road. I've not tried lowered pressures off-road on this bike. I did on the Himalayan, and it transformed the bike. It was much more confident on the track, much more better grip. So that's what I thought I'd try today, hence having the electric pump with me. That's the other bit of kit I'm carrying. As you can see, I've modified the bike. I've taken the racks off the back and everything, and I've put this recovery strap on. Makes it easier to pick the bike up. So I'm going to get myself sorted, and then we are heading off in that direction, all the way around the reservoir. Last time I came up with Jonathan, we got to the gates at the end, we turned around and come back. This time I'm hoping to go through the gates and carry on through the trail. There's a very small water crossing, which is a bit I'm really nervous about, but we'll have a look when we get there. Hopefully it won't be too bad, because the levels look quite low. When we came up in November, it was absolutely soaking wet up here. We had snow, sleet, rain, sunshine, everything. And that was way more busy. I'll try and put a link up above if I remember to that video. But yeah, the water was much deeper, much wetter. So hopefully today will be a better day. Let's go and find out. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a wee bit. Toodles! Right. Off-road mode. Different gloves on. Did have goggles on. I came all the way from there to here, and they steamed up. I couldn't see a bloody thing, so I've taken them off. Let's go. Take it easy along here because of all the sheep. What a difference these tyres feel. Almost feels like you got flat tyres, but you can most definitely feel a better grip. Alright, sheepies. Stay there. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely better on the lower pressures. Bike moves around a little bit more underneath me, but it tends to roll over the bumps and potholes rather than crashing through them, which is a good thing. very much a case of all the gear, no idea with me. Well, I know all the theories and principles. Put them into practice is something else. There we go. Now we have better tyre pressure. Got the right gloves on. Gloves easier to manoeuvre around in. I've got my proper off-road trousers and body armour. Oh, big potholes and bumps. I friggin' hate this. Yeah, with all my new modifications, I'm going to be an off-road god, a Chris Birch of Wales. No, I'm not. For those who don't know who Chris Birch is, he's a multi-champion winning, world champion enduro off-road rider. He does extreme enduro, which is absolutely mental stuff. He's also sponsored by KTM. And he does stuff on KTMs like the one I own, which you wouldn't have thought were possible. But he does it. He's also a New Zealander. I must admit, yeah, lower tyre pressures are definitely making an improvement. Feel more confident on the road, as it were. More confidence in the bike's abilities, and my own for that matter. Well, I follow a fair few people on YouTube, off-roaders, Adrian Thompson, Electron 450, ADV Will, and I've commented on their posts. They're really good riders. They're quick. They're really quick. When the boys did offer for me to go along with them, I said, nah, you're way out of my level, mate. Thank you for the offer, but one of the boys said the best thing to do is to get out as often as you can, push yourself, try doing harder and harder trails. That way you'll build your skill level and your confidence. Confidence being the biggest problem for me, especially riding solo. I'm always nervous. If things go wrong, I'm on my own. But then I've been road riding for many years on my own. I'm just happy going at a slower pace off on the trails like this, where those boys are probably doing about 40 or 50 mile an hour up here. I do 20, and I'm happy with that. I feel more in control. This is my pace, this is what I'm happy with. May not be the most exciting viewing, and if I thought about coming with me, this is what you're going to put up with. Does me. I also do lots of stops because I'm old and fat and overweight. I get out of breath quite quickly. Hey folks, about a third halfway round. I'm knackered. Lots of cows and sheep on the trail, so take it real easy. Enjoying myself so far. Lower tyre pressures definitely recommended. I feel I have more control over the bike on this surface, and it's true, you do feel more control stood up and sitting down on this kind of stuff. I know it's an easy gravel track to most people. To me, it's quite an achievement. I'm more than happy and I'm enjoying myself, which is all that matters. One thing I did make a mistake of, I forgot to get a drink on the way, so I'm thirsty as hell and I got nothing with me. Mental notes, don't do that again. Alright, let's head off. Could try something. Second gear take off. Nope, it stalled. That was naughty. Okay, second gear, pulling away, I should have given it more revs. Lesson learned. But if you want a nice easy trail, this is it. Not difficult, not technical. Yeah, we're coming to the farms now, so I'm going to shut the cameras off and I will get back to you in a wee bit. Oh, I forgot the other camera's still on there. Muppet. Right, catch you in a bit. Toodles. Alright folks, we're into unknown territory. Never done this bit, seen it on video, never actually ridden it. Earlier on when I approached the gate, the first one was shut, so obviously I closed it behind me. Second one was open, the farmer had just come through, so left that open. I think we're getting close to the water crossing. Puddle. Met a guy on the golf links when we were up there. He does a lot of off-road training and stuff, and he said when you come to the water, take your time, better to do a dab than fall off. I totally agree. That's the I want to do, is fall off. This is it. It is. Oh boy, oh mother. Right, here goes nothing, or everything. Please don't fall off. Woo! I made it! Oh, I am so proud of myself. Whew. And it's on camera. Fucking awesome. Sorry. So proud of myself on that one. That's been crabbing my pants all day about that. Right. Onwards, let's finish this trail. Let's not get cocky and confident, overconfident. That's when things go wrong. So you've got to be careful with these puddles. You think, oh, I've done a river crossing or water crossing. I can do anything, and you go into one of them puddles to find there's a big hole or a big rock in the middle. And that's when things go wrong. Be careful. My advice is, of course, for those who've not done much trail riding, like me, are novices. And just my opinions and my advice. Obviously experienced riders going to be laughing their heads off thinking, yeah, piece of cake mate. Well, like I said all along, I don't care. I'm doing what I set out to do. I've almost completed it. I'll be quite happy when I have to say I've done it. rocks, so be careful. Yeah, you think, oh, it's the end of the trail, I'm alright, and you go and cock it up. I did it. Claerwen completed. End to end. Rather proud of myself. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. And I hope it inspired one or two of you to go out and do some green laning. I've really enjoyed that. I'm knackered. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Folks, whatever you're doing, please be safe, ride safe and have fun. And of course, otherwise Mr. Grumps will be happy. I better message her in a minute, letting on my life and well. Toodles. Right, oh grubby, that's my poor bike. Ho ho ho. Yep. Big lad's gonna want to wash later. Do I care? No. Yeah, I forgot to put that camera on. Right, Mosky. Toodles. Good morning folks, how are we all doing? Right, a couple of days on from Claerwen Reservoir. A few little updates and things I wanted to put in. First off, the Claerwen Reservoir trail which I did, that is known as Upper Claerwen. There is a Lower Claerwen which starts further down the valley and brings you to the bottom of the dam. It's a lot more technical and does involve a little river crossing, which I think I mentioned in the video. Upper Claerwen starts at the top of the dam, goes around the reservoir and eventually brings you out miles and miles away at some road, and I'm not quite sure where I was, but I found my way out eventually. Follow it to the end, turn right, you end up in Devil's Bridge. Anyways, the water crossing I filmed in the video meant a lot to me because I've never done that sort of thing on my own before. In fact, I've not done a water crossing like that before at all. So I'm quite chuffed with that, you know, pat on the back for doing it. May not be much to some, but to me it meant a lot. So, and it's your own personal goals that matter, not what other people think. Always remember that. I did state in the video that the water was approximately 2 feet deep. In hindsight, no, it wasn't. I'd say 15 to 18 inches deep at the deepest part. There were a lot of rocks in there, mine. Trying to big it up a bit. But yeah, at the time, it seems a lot deeper than it really is when you're going through for the first time. But in hindsight, I'm thinking, nah, it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was. The other thing I want to mention, in the video I said I bought myself an electric pump, tyre pump, from eBay. Brilliant, worked fine, no issues at all. Little orange RAC one, I think it's called. Now, the attachment for your valve is a screw-on type, so obviously when you unscrew it, it releases quite a bit of air, so you need to overinflate to account for that. Also remember your tyres are warm, so they won't be accurate. Not 100% accurate. So obviously when you get home and the tyres are cooled off, you need to check them to get them to correct pressures. But the other thing with it is I found the gauge is highly inaccurate. I carry a digital tyre gauge with me, and I have a spare one in the house to keep an eye on my tyre pressures when I'm up raising and lowering them. I pumped the tyres up according to the gauge to around 50 to 55 psi. By the time I'd unscrewed the valve and checked them, they were nearer 35 psi. So be aware, if you use electric pump, take a little gauge tube, mechanical or digital gauge tube, to check your tyre pressures. Okay, just so you're aware. Rest of my gear, the gloves I've had for ages, they were great, nice and comfy. I find them easy when you've got comfy gloves, better on the controls. The trousers I was wearing, enduro trousers, were great. They're water resistant, not waterproof, but I didn't have any rain and very little splashed on me, so I couldn't ascertain whether they're waterproof, water resistant, or just nice. The trousers, body armour, suit outfit I was wearing, or as I call them, my armoured tights, absolutely brilliant, lovely and comfy. Felt very confident wearing them for protection wise. Do make you sweat a bit, but hey ho, you're going to sweat anyway, you're on the trails. So there we go, that's it. I just want to give a little update, clarify a few small items about the video, and that's it. Okay folks, right, whatever you're doing, please be safe, ride safe and have fun. Doodles!